What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are back to hopefully wrap part 2 of Absolution 3, as we still have the Tertiary Alpha World Championship main event to go. Shipshin versus Shimmy, career versus career, and of course, the Royal Rumble match. Unfortunately, the stream got cut short last night due to some vintage dashing technical difficulties, but hopefully, I know it's pretty early, so there's not going to be as many people here as there were last night, unfortunately, but a brother's got to do what he's got to do, you know what I mean? So, for those who are here, bless, welcome, what up, famous? Dropping back in, J-Rod, Topher. We are about to jump right back into things. Yo, what up, Z? As it is time for the Triple Threat Alpha World Championship matchup. Matchup that a lot of people have been looking forward to. 3 of the top Genesis superstars about to clash. As here comes the former CMV Anarchy champion, the 7-foot tall, 400-pound Russian ogre, Gary Sukhanov, who's cashing in his rematch clause here, losing his title back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber. Gary, obviously, I have to assume, would have probably preferred a one-on-one, but after Bob Luger was able to get himself a spot here in this match, making it a triple threat, Sukhanov, no doubt, sees this as an opportunity to rip apart both men rather than a hindrance. Yo, what up, Pellish? What up, Soul? What up, Dash? What up, Dynamic? Ooh, a lot more people in here than I thought there would be this early. Mostly all you English sods. Gary Sukhanov, guys, here tonight at Absolution, marking his just about year anniversary in the company. This time last year at Absolution, Gary actually took his second ever pinfall loss to, I think it was Kaiva in a handicap match against the Hellfire Club. If you remember those guys? Yeah. But here he comes, the man who possibly tonight could make history. If he is victorious, he'll be the first ever 3-time CMV Alpha World Champion. Looking to build off the success of his good brothers, Xander Slate and Randy Borton, earlier on the show, who became World Tag Team Champions once again, defeating Silva and Swanson. And history already made tonight with Paul Devine winning his second Royal Rumble, first ever 2-time Rumble winner, retaining his undisputed championship against 29 other Fusion superstars. Like I said, Bob Luger was able to worm his way into a championship opportunity back at Wildcard. He defeated Paul Anderson in order to qualify for this matchup. Luger has been hounding the Alpha World Championship ever since the start of the season, where he won it for the second time, but only held it for 5 minutes. The MLP cashed in Money in the Bank on him. Luger earlier tonight tweeted, "The wait is over, my Loogies. Tonight, the championship comes back home to Papa." And a triple threat match is always tricky. You know, just recently we saw Peter Thompson defend his United States Championship and a triple threat back at Regicide, and Alistair Knox ended up winning the title by pinning Bloody Justice. So the champion doesn't even have to be pinned or submitted, involved in the decision at all to lose his title. That's what the Bloody Bird has to face here today. But Britt's been in these situations before. He's come out ahead in bigger challenges. Can he get it done tonight, though, my friends? As here he comes, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. They're up on their feet for him. Gonna be throwing maple lagers down. He's gonna catch him, chug him on the way to the ring. Chris Andrews, only the second man to ever hold the Alpha World Championship and the Undisputed Championship alongside Ryan Kent. The Brit already has a Hall of Fame worthy career, but he hopes to hold that championship and walk into the last pay-per-view of the year, Homecoming 3, with it. Man, a normal triple threat is bad enough, but especially against challengers like Gary Sukhanov and Bob Luger, the Brit has got his work cut out for him, guys. Again, up next in our co-main event, it is 2 years in the making. Johnny Samson and Schmitty, career versus career. And then the main event, guys, the Royal Rumble. 30 men, all vying for the chance to headline Homecoming 3 for a title shot of their opportunity. They'll either choose to face Paul Devine or whoever comes out of this matchup with the Alpha World Championship. That is what is on the line. CMV Alpha World Championship. Referee Murphy in his slappy getup raises the championship up high for all to see. Gary Suckanov's ready to go, as is Bob Luger. Britt might be a bit drunk. Who knows? He always is. That's what keeps him going. Referee rings the bell. Let's get it on, guys. You also got to remember, in a triple threat, there are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Britt does not have a champion's advantage in this matchup. Not that he would use it, especially someone like him. I'm not going to say Britt is exactly prideful, but he definitely likes to kick ass. He's not going to take the cheap way out. He has from time to time. He's gotten a couple count-out wins, and it's a legit way, he'll say. But he doesn't frequent them like most other dirty heels would. And his first pinfall to a finish as these guys are just chopping each other down back and forth. And Gurry with a very early pinfall attempt on the champion. I don't think that's going to work. Interesting to note that all these guys have been going back and forth for months. Gary Suckanov just defeated Bob Luger one-on-one earlier this week on Genesis. Both Bob Luger and Chris Andrews defeated Gary Suckanov in a handicap match some weeks ago. Gary has beaten Andrews twice in singles competition. In fact, once to retain the Alpha World Championship. And of course, Britt and Luger have fought many a times this season, with Britt coming out ahead most recently. Now the big man going to get chopped down to size as Britt goes for the leg of the Russian Ogre. Obviously a great strategy against the bigger opponent. Take them out, ground them so that they can't throw around their weight. Now the Britt going up high. The High Red District gets a big opportunity. Remember, Britt jumped off the top of a pod inside of the Elimination Chamber at Point Break, guys, to win the Alpha World Championship. He'll do what he has to do. Now he's just, oh, he's going to go for it. Oh, a leg drop on a seated Gary Suckanov. That did not look pretty. Kind of landed weird in his neck. Now Britt tries to go after Bob Luger. Luger fires back, front headlock by the second generation superstar, the work ethic titan. Gonna let Britt go. Now a vertical suplex dropped into a neck breaker. Beautiful transition right there by the two-time Alpha World Champion. Britt now rolls to the outside. That is bad news. The ring is now clear for either Luger or Gurry to try to capitalize for a pinfall or a submission. Yeah, what up, Crispy? Welcome, my friend. Our tertiary main event, the Alpha World Championship, is on the line. One hell of an event it has been so far, with Paul Devine retaining his undisputed championship against the odds. 29 other superstars in the Rumble. We still have one more Rumble to go, though. Who's going to headline Homecoming and challenge either Paul Devine or the winner of this matchup right here? Britt back into the ring. Big old German suplex. Bob Luger knowing that it's safe to roll onto the apron, but not really. Because remember, there are no disqualifications in this matchup. Britt just blasting Luger in the face. Now here comes Gurry from behind. Britt not even seeing it coming. Back suplex. Yeah, like I said, it's already been a history-making event. Paul Devine becoming the first ever CMV superstar to win 2 Royal Rumble matches and back-to-back. Won last year's Royal Rumble. Maybe he'll show up in the main event Rumble. Make it 3. Who knows? Anything can happen. Look at all the people we saw return in the Rumble earlier tonight. Mike Miles. We had freaking Jamari Williams, Gerald Foster, and Zach Payne. That was probably the biggest shock. Zach Payne hasn't been seen in CMV in over 2 years. That was awesome. Bob Luger's like, yeah, I'll let this happen. Go ahead. Oh, but Britt counters the powerbomb. It's up to the jackknife, it was looking like. Now goes after Luger, floors it with a crossbody, and just rains down the lefts and rights. That's vintage Britt right there, baby. Opening a can of whoop ass. What up, Maury? What up, Gamer? Welcome, welcome. I really did not think there'd be anybody in this stream. I thought it was going to go way too early. But it's way too early to me, but not to normal people. I mean, it's 1:27 my time, so let's be honest. Bob Luger taking a page out of the Brits out playbook, taking him to Suplex City. Andrews reeling. Here comes Gurry back into the mix. Goes for a low drop kick. Didn't really hit anybody, though. Irish whip now. Forearm smash. Gurry's just throwing his weight around, not connecting with anything. Military press attempted, but Gurry breaks it up. Now STO, and Bray is just getting fucking whooped by both men here. Power slam. Yeah, Luger didn't want any of that. Able to escape Now drags the 400-pound frame of Guri away from the ropes, and just it seems like Luger and Britt have a cohesive, somewhat cohesive game plan to take out Guri's knee. What a fantastic German suplex it was. I wish he would have connected with the bridge. Bob Luger now has a hold of the Alpha World Champion, draping him across the top rope, chest first. Britt again gonna roll to the outside. Britt spending a lot of time on the outside of the ring in this matchup, I gotta say. I don't think Bob Luger has even rolled out once yet. He's definitely been the Titan in this matchup. Taking it to everybody. Nice catch, reverse DDT down onto the knee and then into a neck breaker. Excellently executed lateral press. Britt senses this, rushes back into the ring, but Guri kicks out at one anyhow. Showing off the 18-inch pythons, brother. Then breaking up a camel clutch. I don't think Britt was actually looking for the camel clutch, though. I think he was going to try to mount for some punches. Oh, going old school is Chris Andrews. The throwback cliffhanger. O'Connor rolled German suplex out of the corner. Britt's feeling it, baby. The fans are definitely on their feet. They're behind him 100% in this matchup. They don't want to see a clean sweep for Click. They do not want to see the Soviet era return. They want the beer drinking, ass kicking, bloody Britt, baby. Counter after counter between Luger and Andrews right now. Now turns back to Guri, slaps away the punch, does the big man. Oh my God, they're all reversing each other. Tit for tat is truly a reversal. That's the strength of Chris Andrews. Just a pop-up German suplex, deadlifting 400 pounds, cliffhanger by Chris Andrews. Now goes for Bob Luger. Bob Luger pops back up, has Britt over his shoulders, gonna go for Death Valley driver. Britt says, no thanks, fam. Never been to California, don't plan on visiting anytime soon. Revenge! Out of nowhere, can he make the pin before Guri gets back up, though? That's the question. 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. The bloody Britt is still the CMV Alpha World Champion, clipping Luger out of nowhere with revenge, and Guri simply was too slow getting back up to his feet. Chris Andrews retains against the odds. High octane, high impact matchup between these three men. It was nonstop from the get-go. They were beating the hell out of each other. But boy, that's got to feel good for the Brit to pin Luger in this triple threat to win the Alpha World Championship. Man, the odds, they don't mean nothing tonight at Absolution. First, Paul Devine retaining against 29 other men in the Royal Rumble. Now Britt against two of the best CMV has to offer in a triple threat. Swift revenge after escaping the Death Valley driver. Beautifully done by Chris Andrews. And you see Guri get back to his feet like, damn, I was just too late. Second retention indeed for Chris Andrews. He retained the title last weekend at Wild Card against John Reed. But now, guys, we know Bloody Britt will be heading into Homecoming. Still the CMV Alpha World Champion. Paul Devine still has one stop. He'll have to defend his title at Emergence in 2 weeks. But Britt is definitely going to be arriving at Homecoming. The event where last year he won the Undisputed Championship. Now this year he walks in as champion. Who will he defend against? Perhaps the winner of the Royal Rumble, should they choose. We'll have to wait and see who exactly gets it done of the 30 later on tonight, our main event. What up, Gumble? Just in time to see the Brits celebrate a hard-fought victory. All right, here we go, guys. It is time. The matchup, 2 years in the making. Johnny Sampson and Schmitty are finally about to step into the ring to face off one-on-one, and it is all on the line. The loser of this will be permanently excommunicated from this side of CMB. That will never be allowed back again. So much personal animosity. It's truly unexplainable between these two men. But it really, really kicked off. I find it so interesting how the role last season, Schmitty was a tyrant. He was so hated, and Johnny Sampson was the good guy, trying to fight for his home, trying to fight for his family. Now this season, Sampson is probably the most hated man in all of CMV, perhaps in the world, while Schmitty has gained so much fanfare and his endeavor just to support his ex-wife and his unborn child. Johnny Sampson won't allow it. Finally, though, Sampson's had enough. After time and time again, his schemes for revenge backfired. He finally said, I should have done this a long time ago. You got to do what you got to do. If you want something done right, do it yourself. And so back at Regicide, he called out Schmitty. He said, let's end this once and for all. You and me, loser leaves CMV. And Schmitty simply came out and said, you are on. Sampson did get a little last bit of an upper hand for himself earlier this week on Fusion after the Brass Ring Club and Schmitty had won an 8-man tag with the Anarchists and the ATL. Sampson ordered the Anarchists and ATL to beat down Schmitty while the Brass Ring Club were held back by security. Then Sampson himself, with his steel chair in hand, wailed on Schmitty time and time again. Guys, it was up in the air if Schmitty was even going to show up tonight, but of course, the Game Changer persevered as he has all season long, dug down deep, and he just arrived to the arena not an hour ago. Bruises all over his back, all over his ribs. And an interview actually stopped him. He said, Schmitty, what are you doing here, man? You can't compete. Schmitty said, I'll do what I got to do for my family. I'm ending this tonight. Uh-oh. Reese Matthews just got triggered. Let's remember, guys, a lot of you might be thinking, Schmidt, this is obviously at Schmitty's core. He's a former won the European Championship in his debut, two-time United States champion, former undisputed champion. But Johnny Sampson's no slack. Sampson has competed his entire life in mixed martial arts. And in fact, in CMV, he holds a victory over Leo Cruz, who's a pretty big deal over on Unmatched. But here he comes, Schmitty. Beaten, dragged down, everything taken out of him this season. All so that he can be there for his son when he's born. And just a couple of months, Laura not even here. She's on her leave right now, leaving ferocity in the hands of her brother Brody. It all comes down to this: Johnny Sampson and Schmitty one-on-one. 2 years in the making. Loser leaves Fusion forever. Schmitty said, I bleed green. Sampson said, I bleed green. It's my show. It's my house. You tore apart my family. And now I'm going to make you pay. We are completely ignoring that. Let's say that they came face to face and talked the last little bit of ish before this matchup started. Sampson got in Schmitty's face and said, this is where you die. Schmitty simply nodded his head, and here we go. It is on. One last-ditch effort by Sampson to try to get into Schmitty's head after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of torment. Steel cages, handicaps, hell in a cells. You name it, Schmitty's been through it, but he survived it all. He's defiantly looked Sampson in the face and said, no, I will not die. Look at the way that Sampson's moving, though, right out of the gate. Beautiful drop toe hold. What might be a very simple move in the eyes of many, but so smoothly Sampson just connected with it. And Sampson turns to the CM universe. He mocks them because he knows, he actually said some weeks ago, how can you all cheer for this man, knowing what he did to my show, knowing what he did to my family last season, all because he's putting on this good guy act, and you idiots are falling for it. Beautiful lockjaw by Schmitty. The self-proclaimed greatest professional wrestler on the planet today now lines up his shot, rebounds, knee to the side of the head, chow, neck breaker. That's called a reality check right there, and Sampson's about to get smacked right in the face with it. Up on the second turnbuckle, not exactly what Schmitty's sure what Schmitty's game plan is here. He's kind of just, I don't know, maybe working out a kink in his leg from where Samson hit him with the chair about 10 times earlier this week on Fusion. Now a boot to the side of the head and a body splash to the upper back by Schmitty. This has got to feel so good for Schmitty after all these months to get his hands on Simpson. Vice versa, though. Same goes for Johnny. I've said since Schmitty retained that I'm still not a fan of his. I still don't support him. I can understand what he's going through, but I still don't forgive him for all that he did last season. He's still not a good guy in my book. He's just a guy trying to do what he thinks is right at the end of the day. Johnny Sampson knowing how to utilize the ring there as he throws Schmitty back into the center. Neck cranker now being applied by the general manager of Monday Night Fusion, but perhaps after tonight, that will not be true any longer if he is the loser of this matchup, and he does lose his post as general manager. I've been told that interim GM Yuri Sokolov will take over full-time as you get a beautiful neck breaker. I'm sure that Yuri's probably at the back watching right now, actually secretly hoping Samson does lose. I mean, that's a huge pay raise for Sokolov. Rebounds again, knee to the side of that neck breaker once more. Loving that reality check tonight is Schmitty. You know, this time last year, Schmitty was actually challenging Chris Andrews, the man who just retained the Alpha World Championship for the Undisputed Championship, obviously unsuccessfully. Nice counter by Johnny Sampson on the apron, catching Schmitty right in the side of the head with an enziguri. Now a suplex, vertical suplex, man. Look at Sampson go in this matchup. Dare I say he's at the upper hand for the better part. Now going for, oh, that was slick. I thought he was going to go for a shoulder breaker, but instead drops Schmitty chest first over the top rope, and once again turns to the CM Universe. You can see Sampson's inexperience costing him. He should know better than to turn his back on Schmitty, but especially Schmitty, but okay, it worked out there for him. STO to the Game Changer. Forearm smash, fires back. Elbow stamp to the top of the head. We've seen Schmitty love using his elbows, and Sampson eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Of course, that matchup is up next in our main event, and now Schmitty turning to the crowd, pandering. They're on their feet. They're supporting him here 100% in Montreal, Quebec, Canada for Absolution 3. On the outside, Schmitty looks to deal big damage with a reverse DDT. Yo, what up, Suntan? Glad you're able to catch the show, man. Royal Rumble up next. Can't miss that. Jawbreaker by Schmitty. There's another elbow stamp. That was some real vinegar behind that one. Gotta watch the 5 count, man. It would be a real shame if this 2 years in the making, with both men's careers on the line, ended via count out. Oh my God, Sampson just put face first down onto the announce table. Busted wide open. That was some vicious shit by Schmitty. All these really years of pent-up frustration between both men just overflowing. Sampson still got enough left in him. He's telling the CM Universe, looking Schmitty in the eyes as he says, "You're going down, kiddo." Clothesline. Clothesline again. Clothesline a third time. Schmitty's getting caught. He's reeling. He's in big trouble. Charges does the illustrious GM of Monday Night Fusion, CMV's flagship show, knee to the midsection, though, fires back, claps the temples, and Schmitty back and forth they go, tit for tat, reversal fest, 1999, now gouging the eyes, the old school Schmitty coming out, the dirty heel will do whatever he has to win. Now Sampson fires back, shoulder breaker, into the pin, lateral press, first pinfall attempt of the matchup, and Sampson hopes and prays to keep his job, to get rid of Schmitty once and for all. No. Just a 2 count. No idea what Sampson could have been going for there, but Schmitty counters. Arm wrench. Now it is he who goes for the pin out of desperation. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Tries to bring Schmitty up to his feet. Sampson bleeding real badly from that gash open up on his forehead from being slammed face first on our announce table. Holding onto his head. Guys, Sampson is looking worse for wear, but he'll dig down deep. It's going to take a lot to keep either one of these men down. Dodges the double axe handle, and then Schmitty with a spinning back elbow. Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Schmitty never goes up to the top, but I think I know what he's going for. Old school Schmitty from the High Red District. Big high-risk maneuver to end things, and will it do it? 1, 2, 3, and Will Schmitty has beaten Johnny Sampson and finally ended things. Old school Schmitty from the top rope. And 2 years. 2 years, guys. It has been building, and here at Absolution, it ends. Johnny Sampson is no more on this side of CMV. Schmitty is the man to have his hand raised. He fought and he fought and he fought for his family. There was nothing stopping him. Look at this. Put it all on the line. He knew he had to do something big to keep down Johnny. Old school Schmitty from the top. And a tweet here from Josh Wolf says, "Goodbye, Johnny." I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people happy with this outcome. Schmitty keeps his job on Monday Night Fusion. Finally rids himself of Johnny Sampson. And now hopefully we get a stable GM, yeah, and Yuri Sokolov. What's next for Johnny Sampson? Only the Lordeth above knows of that answer. But tonight, Schmitty is vindicated. Tonight, Schmitty finally puts down Johnny Sampson. All right, my fine feathered friends, here we go. It is time. The main event for what has been an extraordinary Absolution pay-per-view. Schmitty defeats Johnny Sampson and sends him packing. The Bloody Bird Chris Andrews retains his Alpha World Championship against the odds against Gary Suckanov and Bob Luger. And we saw Paul Devine do the unthinkable and retaining his undisputed championship against 29. This Rumble match, 30 men will compete for the right to headline Homecoming 3 and choose between either Paul Devine or Chris Andrews who they would have preferred to challenge for their respective championship. It all comes down to this, the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble match. Who is it going to be? Who is going to rise above the rest? A night where history has been made. Who will punch their ticket to the promised land, and who will draw number 1? Wait a minute. What? No. What? It's Ricky Spanish. Get out of here. The former CMV television champion, former CMV global champion, unmatched superstar. It is Ricky Spanish, ladies and gentlemen, is here at Absolution in the Royal Rumble match. What a way to get it started. Ricky Spanish, without his mustache, of course, after it was shaven off, and is lost to sunshine at no remorse. Ricky Spanish is in the Royal Rumble. Are you kidding me? What the hell is he doing? Spanish losing out in the global championship. I guess he's going to do whatever he has to get back to the championship gold. Oh my God. This man enters at number one, I should say. So who's he going to be starting things off against? Who drew number 2? This is incredible. Number 2, certainly making us all wait in anticipation. I can't believe Ricky Spanish is in a CMV ring. Who the hell is this? Oh, it's Shaquan Shea. Number 2. None other than the former CMV Anarchy champion, guys, and a man who has been on an absolute tear since returning from his hiatus last month on a winning streak that includes a pinfall win over Matsuda Tanaka. So it'll be Ricky Spanish starting things off against Shaquan Shea. These two men will have to run the gauntlet if they hope to get to the end and punch their ticket to Homecoming 3 for a shot at the championship of their choosing. Ooh, the dollar bill is falling from the ceiling. I forgot to grab my water before I started streaming. Now my throat's acted up. Probably going to get a lot of vintage dashing in this matchup, guys, but here we go. The Royal Rumble match, the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble match gets underway, as I still can't believe this. Ricky Spanish and Shaquan Shea start things off. Remember, it is 30-second intervals the superstars will enter. Earlier tonight, Paul Devine retained his Undisputed Championship, entering from number 29. Obviously, the later numbers do benefit you greatly. In past years, let's see, last year, Paul Devine won from number 28. The year before that, Kendall Wolf won from number 30. The year before that, Hayden won from 27. The year before that, Duo Maxwell won from 27. Oh, Shaquan Shea's eliminated by Ricky Spanish, as number 3 is none other than the King himself, King Matt. That is an early elimination. Shaquan Shea technically just eliminated himself as he went for a clothesline, but Ricky threw him overhead. So Ricky already with a markup on the scoreboard. Number 3 is King Matt, who immediately is in trouble of elimination. Number 4 making his way out here now as Shaquan has to head to the back. That's unfortunate for him. He was actually probably on my top 5 for this matchup. And number 4, my fine feathered friends, going to be the former CMV Anarchy champion, the uncrowned prince who could capture his biggest jewel yet here tonight at Absolution. Entering at number 4, goes right after Ricky Spanish with a stiff slap across the face. Thrown into the ropes, high knee to the midsection. King Matt uses the opening to get himself back up to his feet. D'Angelo now. Oh, okay, here comes number 5 now. Maybe it didn't save my my interval thing, because I feel like this isn't 30 seconds. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm getting caught up in the action. Oh, the CMV International Champion, Dallas Steele, who goes to help out D'Angelo. Prince King Matt is... oh, not eliminated. There's... oh! But Ricky Spanish was checking on his mustache. He was feeling it. He was having flashbacks. And King Matt took him off guard, or rather D'Angelo Prince took him off guard. Ricky Spanish, him even arriving in the Rumble was shocking, and he got elimination. But Spanish is number 6, is going to be Ryan Riley, the psychopath, who earlier this week put up one hell of an effort, but fell through in challenging Brandon Rain for the CMV Rising Star Championship. DDT now by King Matt. Numbers 1 and 2 have been eliminated, both Spanish and Shea. That's number 7, I think. And there goes King Matt. The eliminations are going a lot quicker than they did in the Rumble earlier tonight, I gotta say. King Matt is eliminated, the 3rd man to be eliminated, as number 7 is going to be a favorite in many men's minds. Matsuda Tanaka, the Ultimate One, the Dragon Slayer, rushes to the ring to get it on. Last time we saw him in action was at the top of the month when he lost to Jaquan Shea, only his second ever loss in CMV, as Ryan Riley's in trouble of being eliminated by D'Angelo Prince, but he hangs on still. Is getting worked on, though. International champion Dallas Steele takes down Matsuda Tanaka with a big old power bomb. Knee to the midsection. Now just hammering away with these stomps to the chest. Who is going to be number 8, ladies and gentlemen? One half of the new CMV World Tag Team Champions. It is the OG Dirty Heels, Xander Slate, who has competed in every single Royal Rumble match there has been, but he has never won one. Will tonight be the night? Yeah, Ryan Riley, since he entered the Rumble, has been in big trouble at the hands of Prince. Now Matsuda gonna try to help out D'Angelo, and Ryan Riley, wow, still able to hang on. I gotta say, that's impressive. Wow, this partnership between Prince and Tanaka is proving to be deadly, though. And here he comes, number 9. I gotta say, I'm not surprised about this entry. Josh Wolf, remember, is a free agent. He showed up in the Undisputed Championship Rumble towards the top of the show, and then of course was in action in that 6-man tag match. Oh, D'Angelo Prince has been eliminated at the hands of Ryan Riley. Josh Wolf actually got the pinfall win in that 6-man tag match earlier tonight, and now he tries his hand at going the distance in the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble. As a free agent, Wolf can do virtually until he's forced to sign a contract with either Fusion, now under the regime of Yuri Sokolov, or Genesis with Castle Fave. Josh Wolf put into the corner by Dallas Steele as Zach Cage has entered the fray. Xander Slate caught with a beautiful suplex neckbreaker. Oh my God, did you see that boot to the side of the head by Dallas? Oh, Wolf just got obliterated. As we await number 12, I do believe, Josh Wolf, keep in mind, is at the top of the Cyborg Invitational at 3-0. No, it's number 11, and it is the party. It is Noah Martini, former international champion, guys. Enters at number 11, now past 1/3 of the way through this matchup. 19 more superstars to enter. Josh Wolf takes out Martini almost immediately with an electric chair driver. The ring is full right now. Dallas Steele been in the longest. Ryan Riley, Xander Slate, Zach Cage, Matsuda Tanaka. Of course, Tanaka has a long history with Click. Josh Wolf trying to eliminate Nopal Martini, as number 12 is the representative of Imaginary Friends, Smiley Danielson, who actually defeated Freddie Osborne to qualify for the Rumble here. And I think we're going to need to clear some room before the next guy can enter. The ring is way too full for another guy to come out. We need some eliminations here. And it will be Tanaka, who is the next to go, just as I say so. That's actually a very surprising elimination. Like I said, I think a lot of people were banking on Tanaka to be the winner here, but he got an early number. He lasted a while, but unfortunately not able to go the distance. Tanaka's been eliminated as Xander Slate saves himself out of the corner, taking out Smiley Danielson. Of course, they went for each other. We know that Imaginary Friends are the current #1 contenders for the CMV World Tag Team titles. Xander Slate and Randy Borton defeating Imaginary Friends earlier tonight to win back the World Tag Team titles. Now Imaginary Friends will get their chance. Oh, this is going to feel real good for No Fun Martini to eliminate the international champion Dallas Steele, the man who beat Martini to win the international championship. They've been going back and forth for weeks now. Big elimination for Martini, taking out the Genetic Perfection, as Smiley Danielson trying to get out the much bigger Xander Slate here. No Fun Martini now. Oh, and Zach Cage eliminated, I believe now 2 eliminations for Ryan Riley. That was an interesting spine buster by Martini there, I gotta say. Okay, that was a weird setup. Then just picks him back up to his feet. Are we still waiting for number 13 13, number 13 we're waiting for. Xander doing the very smart strategy. Like I said, he's been in every single CMV Royal Rumble. He knows what to do to survive, as No Fun Martini makes it 2 eliminations, and at the same time, Josh Wolf eliminating Smiley Danielson with a very risky Hurricane Rana. 3 eliminations for Ryan Riley, but now he himself has been tossed out by the Party Police. 2 eliminations for Martini. And who is going to be number 13? The unlucky 13. It is the man who won a newcomers tournament to qualify for the Royal Rumble matchup. It is the Dragon, Gary Reed. Number 13, Gary Reed enters. Xander Slate busted open off the fist of Martini. Now Reed going to take advantage as Lance looks to make it 3 eliminations. Josh Wolf, the free agent. Oh, Xander Slate eliminated by Gary Reed. That is a colossal elimination by the rookie. And now Reed just going to wait in the wings and watch as Martini tries to eliminate Josh Wolf, the man who has taken over Absolution. His 3rd matchup tonight. I think he's lasted longer than he did in the earlier Rumble. Josh Wolf. Oh, and Gary Reed is short-lived in the Royal Rumble. He got the elimination. Oh, Xander Slade, but then eliminated himself. Then Tyson Cage comes in at number 14 and immediately eliminates No Fun Martini. Great showing by Martini, I gotta say, though. The dashing one. Wasted no time and scoring some eliminations. Josh Wolf about to get the most eliminations in CMV history, cumulative. Gonna surpass Hayden. Number 15, guys, halfway through, and it is the movie star, former 2-time international champion and Fusion Tag Team champion, Azrael, enters the mix at number 15. No Fun Martini grabbing at the back of his head, has to hit the showers. Like I said, though, excellent showing by the former international champion. Reverse DDT by Tyson Cage takes out Josh Wolf. Josh Wolf definitely got a big target. I'm sure a lot of people are probably pissed at him for taking a number in both Rumbles when he shouldn't have been in either of them. But, look at this. Number 16. It is the leader of the 7 Deadly Sins and another man who is highly voted by the CM Universe to win this Rumble. Last year, he actually entered at number 30. Not exactly as good of a number this time around, but 16 still isn't bad. At least we're halfway through. John Reed goes right at it with Tyson Cage while Azrael and Josh Wolf exchange blows. The number 17 going to be the man who won a Battle Royal a couple months ago. Oh no! John Reed! Wow! Tyson Cage eliminates John Reed real quick. That's 2 members of the 7 Deadly Sins now eliminated. It all lays on Markendale, who's still yet to enter. That sucks for John Reed, I gotta say. I was personally pulling for him, but Tyson Cage eliminates him with the quickness. 2 eliminations now for Tyson Cage. Josh Wolf has been in here the longest, probably on the 10-minute mark. Out next is going to be the former Rising Star champion, the demented Roderick G. Pullman, who immediately sizes up Maseo Yum, who, as I was saying, won a Battle Royal to qualify for his spot here. And the Rumble, Josh Wolf eliminates Azrael. I think that's his first elimination in this Rumble, if I'm correct. He might have got someone else. Now Tyson Cage going to be up next. Josh Wolf hopes so. Former Rising Star champions going at it right now. Tyson Cage. Oh! What? Number 19 is Schmitty, the man who, not an hour ago, defeated Johnny Sampson in a brutal match to finally put things to an end between the two of them and send Johnny Sampson packing from Monday Night Fusion. Now Schmitty looks to the future, wasting no time as he hopes to win the Royal Rumble and go on to Homecoming 3 to become world champion once again. Who the hell? Number 20. Who's... Oh my God! It's the Dream! Number 20, 2/3 through the match. It's Sam Valentine. And Schmitty's eliminated by Josh Wolf. Wow. Once again, Josh Wolf gets the upper hand over Schmitty. But guys, number 20 is Sam Valentine, who hasn't been seen in CMV in near 6 months. He is back. Number 21, going to be the last hope for the Ballers Club tonight here at Absolution after both Chase Henderson and Mr. Money in the Bank Chris Diamond were eliminated in the Undisputed Championship Rumble. Guys, I can't believe this. Sam Valentine is back, entering at number 20. Josh Wolf, and there goes RGP, eliminated by Maseo Yume. Yeah, Ricky Spanish entered at number 1. Oh my God, I love it. It's Super Gato. Super Gato hasn't been seen in CMV since last season. Oh, beloved by fans around the world, and he can't even get Tyson Cage up for a scoop slam. That's great. I love that. Guys, Josh Wolf has been fucking going to war in this matchup. How impressive. He's lasted over 10 minutes, I believe, with 2 or 3 eliminations, adding to his accumulative record. Sharing the ring with the returning Dream, Sam Valentine, Super Gato. Caleb Reed entered at 23. Rob Cross of the Ballers Club, former Rising Star champion Maseo Yume, and Tyson Cage, who's been very impressive in this matchup as well, I have to note. Oh, Josh Wolf has been eliminated by Sam Valentine, who takes a second to appreciate what he just got done. I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that elimination, but Josh Wolf, man, he might have just set a record. He was in there a long time. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure the longest time in Rumble is 15 minutes. I don't think that was 15 minutes, but definitely got a couple eliminations to go to his total record. As Sam Valentine, I still can't believe it. The Dream, baby, hasn't been seen in 5. Well, the last time he was seen was actually a couple months ago on Ferocity when Jade Divine returned as as the new Vixen's World Champion. Number 24, folks, is going to be a man we knew would be in this matchup despite him being in the Undisputed Championship Rumble earlier tonight. Hayden said after Paul Devine, oh, who just got eliminated? I completely missed that. I completely missed who just got eliminated. Oh, it was Maseo Yume. I had to check the replay. Maseo Yume has been eliminated after a strong showing from the representative of Global Offensive. And there goes Tyson Cage. Great run for him. He lasted a good while. Hayden wasted no time adding some points to his record. He holds the current record for most eliminations accumulative in CMV history, a former Rumble winner. As I was saying, though, after Divine had retained earlier tonight, Hayden tweeted out saying, "Great job, Divine, congrats. Now I'll win the Rumble and we'll clash one more time at Homecoming 3 for the Undisputed Championship." So we know who Hayden will pick to fight should he win here, but he's still got a while to go. We're waiting on number 25. You know, Caleb Reed's tag team partner, Crow, earlier tonight in the Undisputed Rumble was in the final 2. It came down to he and Divine. Maybe Caleb will match that, as number 25 is going to be the last hope for the 7 Deadly Sins to take over CMV. Zach Cage and John Reed have already been eliminated. It is the massive Goliath of a man, if you can call him that. The true Dark Lord of Markentel, getting a pretty good number at 25. Sam Valentine saving himself out of the corner as Super Gato with an Irish whip to Sam Valentine. The 2 returnees going at it. I love it. Oh, number 26 is going to be a guy who has been ultra impressive these past couple weeks. I don't know what he did. Maybe Zach Payne's training camp. Who knows? Maybe a new diet or something, but he has been on a winning streak a mile long, earning himself a Rising Star Championship match on the return of NGW next week. He will challenge Brandon Rain, but maybe more than that, he'll win the Rumble as Caleb Reed is eliminated at the hands of Marcantel, the brother of the leader of Seven Deadly Sins, John Reed. Marcantel, no love lost. Oh God, spinning soul kick. Caught by Hayden, drop down Super Gato with a knee as Adam Scott gets a great number here, guys. Entering very late. Saw his partner, Reese Ortiz, get the win in that six-man tag match earlier tonight. Could you imagine if Adam Scott, the rookie, who I don't think anybody, he's probably the biggest dark horse of this entire match. Indeed, 3 more men to enter the Royal Rumble match, ladies and gentlemen. Who is it going to be? We're waiting on number 27 as Hayden eliminates Rob Cross of the Ballers Club. So there goes their hopes of the headlining homecoming. Chris Diamond had a really strong showing in the Undisputed Championship Rumble. Rob Cross lasted a pretty good while there too, though, I gotta say. I don't know if he got any eliminations. Zach Smith working on Adam Scott as Super Gato fights back Marcantel, Hayden, and Sam Valentine. This is a one-on-one match I would be ecstatic to see. Oh, who is it going to be? Who is going to be number 27? Super Gato, or 28 rather, I should say. Super Gato been eliminated, and number 28 is El Jefe, the first man who was confirmed for the Rumble match this year. How God immediately gets the bullhammer by Marcantel. These two have been at each other's throats the past couple of weeks. El Jefe just beat Marcantel a couple of nights ago on Genesis. This might be the quickest elimination in CMV history. Maybe El Jefe about to beat MLP's record from last year. How great was it to see Gato back, though? I love it. Two more men left to enter in the ring currently. I do believe Sam Valentine has been in there the longest. He entered at number 20 as Hayden. Is he going to go for a Hollywood hold on Zach Smith? I was going to say, I don't know how smart it is to hit finishers, period, in a Rumble match, to be completely honest, because then the guy's just going to be dead weight. And Hayden's not just going for one either. Who's going to be number 29 as Marcantel tries to eliminate El Jefe? Number 12. No! Are you kidding? It's Tops Newsome! Wow! What? The biggest free agent in the game! Tops Newsome, who lost his career back at No Remorse to DSD with the championship on the line. Tops Newsome enters at number 29. Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane. First we had Ricky Spanish, now Tops Newsome. I'd say the Unmatched guys are taking over, but technically Tops Newsome is no longer on Unmatched. He was fired. Oh my God. This has been one of the great. Oh, Hayden's been eliminated by Sam Valentine. I think that's 2 eliminations now for the Dream. That is a huge axe. Tops Newsome. Oh, wow. I thought he was eliminated right there, eating that super kick in stride. Oh my God, Mamma Mia. Who's going to be number 30, guys? Who is going to be the last man eliminated as Hayden's hopes of homecoming? Him versus Paul Devine for the Undisputed title one more time are down the drain. Number 30 is going to be the Milkman, the Moo Moo Man, Randy Borton, whose partner Xander Slate earlier tonight was eliminated. one half of the new World Tag Team Champions, and this is our final. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sam Valentine been in there the longest at 20. Martin El Jefe tops Newsom. You're hearing that right. Unmatched Mr. Money in the Bank, but no longer an unmatched superstar. The biggest free agent in the world right now. Adam Scott, man, and Zach Smith are definitely big dark horses to be in the final lot here. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Which of these 7 guys is going to headline Homecoming 3 for a world title match of their choosing? Right now, we don't have, hang on, let me check for a minute. No, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Sam Valentine eliminated. That was my personal pick right there of who's left. So everybody that's currently in the ring is a Genesis superstar. Obviously not Tops Newsom. I mean, if he wins this Rumble, he's still technically an unsigned superstar, unless he decides to sign with Fusion or Genesis and go for whatever title. But everybody else is a Genesis superstar. Even as such, they can still choose to go for the Undisputed Championship. Zach Smith eliminated by Randy Orton, guys. Oh my God. This is it. The final 5. Randy Orton, Marcatel, El Jefe, Tops Newsom, and Adam Scott. Holy shit. This is too much. This is too much for me to handle. What a Rumble this has been. Oh my God, Borton, who entered at number 30, has done so much in his career, but has never won a Royal Rumble. Imagine that for Click. After Bob Luger lost out on the Alpha World Championship yet again, if Borton keeps them in the main event scene, Adam Scott eliminated by Tops Newsom. Oh my God. Oh my God, Final 4. Mark and Tell, the 7 Deadly Sins, the Moo Moo Man. Randy Orton with a Hall of Fame worthy resume. He wants that Rumble to tack on though. El Jefe and Tops Newsom. This is, I can't right now. Adam Scott, oh my God. Mark and Tell's eliminated. No. What? No. You're kidding me. Randy Orton eliminated, caught off guard by Tops Newsom. I'm sitting up right now. Oh my God. Oh my God, it is down to El Jefe and Tops Newsom, the biggest free agent in the game. It's El Jefe, the man, the first man who was announced for the Royal Rumble this year. Will he be punching his ticket to Homecoming for a World Championship match? Or will it be Tops Newsom, the biggest free agent in the world right now? Oh my God. Oh my God. No. El Jefe pretty much defending his territory right now against an intruder. Oh, El Jefe! Yeah! Woo! El Jefe has done it. Nobody thought he would. But the human fish with that clutch. Tops Newsom effectively eliminating himself. And El Jefe is going to Homecoming. Holy shit. It actually happened against all the odds. El Jefe is headlining one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. The question is, which title will he be going after? The Undisputed Championship or the Alpha World Championship? El Jefe with the biggest win of his career. Nobody thought he was going to get it done. Everybody just passed him by. But El Jefe, who entered at 28, is going to Homecoming, baby. What a Rumble. I can't believe Tops Newsom was in the final too, man. That was amazing. Congratulations to El Jefe. What an event. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a pay-per-view that was. That was two of the greatest Royal Rumbles I've ever seen. I definitely say I like this Rumble better, though. Just for the surprise of Ricky Spanish coming out at number 1. I marked pretty hard for that. Tops Newsom. Great. Sam Valentine's back. Oh my God, and El Jefe winning. That is the biggest swerve in CMV history. We had Schmitty finally, after 2 years, put down Johnny Sampson, going off the top rope for an old school Schmitty to do so. Chris Andrews retaining his Alpha World Championship against the odds, defeating Gary Suckinop, pitting Bob. Look at that, to feel really good. I wonder if El Jefe is going to decide to challenge Andrews. That would be the two vintage friends going at it. That'd be interesting. Then we had the Invitational competitors, 6-man tag team action. Reese Ortiz, Dulez Aaron, Josh Wolf, the MVP of Absolution. He lasted a good while in both Rumbles and got a good amount of eliminations too. Click. Regaining the CMV World Tag Team titles, defeating Kevin Silva and Luke Swanson. That was actually a really good tag match. Paul Devine, guys, with the deck stacked against him, an insurmountable task was ahead of him, and he managed to do it. He got a late number. He entered, what was it, 29 he entered, I think. But still, even then, his championship was in dire jeopardy. Didn't have to be pinned, didn't have to be submitted, no champion's advantage, but still, Divine made a history, becoming the first ever 2-time Rumble winner in CMV history. And then kicking off the show, Bryce Canyon and Percy Simmons managed to work together for a little bit to knock off the Rebels, Jay Davis and Troy Myers. Hayden came pretty close. Hayden added a good amount of eliminations to his record, though. But, guys, as always, if you like what you saw and you do want to see more, make a cheeky follow so you know when I go live. Break, well, not a full week. Next Monday, I'll be back. Is 6 weeks away. We're two weeks away is the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view Emergence. Then 4 weeks after that is Homecoming. So we're going, baby. Homecoming 3, the last pay-per-view of the year. It's going down for real. If you want your call involved on our show, all you have to do is hop on over to our website, !join. We'll give you the link. We are Xbox One, !CMV. We'll let you know more about us. Official CMV _ is our Twitter. You can follow us for updates, match card signings, all that kind of good stuff. If you do decide to join, check out our Discord, !Discord there. We'll give you that link. And as always, we'll sign off with the one and only DJ Khaled giving us a life lesson to live by. The key to success is to have a hammock. So if you don't have a hammock, what are you doing with your life? You know what I mean? Come on, check yourself. So I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining me. Awesome pay-per-view. Love.